Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sophie and I would love it if you click that big red subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell as well so that you never miss a video. And yeah, welcome to my Tayrona vlog, which is part of my 3-week backpacking trip around Colombia. So I will leave in the description box down below a playlist where you can find all of my Colombia vlogs. Yeah. The majority should be live by now, as this is my second from last stop on the trip. Oh no. I'm currently not in Tayrona itself. I'm in a hostel just outside Tayrona. So most people recommend you stay in a hostel the night before, then so you can get to the entrance early, as it gets very busy. And then you can do the hike and then stay a night in a hammock and then again stay a night just outside of the park to like rest and recover before continuing your onwards trip. Of course you can stay longer or less time, but that is what I've been finding online. That seems to be the main recommendation based off of the research that I've done. There is just one slight problem. Currently there are protests blocking the road that goes from like Santa Marta to like all the way down to like Palomino, meaning that I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to stay at night in the park. I didn't even know if I was going to get here today. I didn't get to the exact bus stop that I needed to get. They kept everyone off the bus who were going to Tayrona early because they said it was only a half an hour walk, otherwise you'd be stuck in a long queue. Everyone on going to Palomino and further onwards was still stuck on the bus, and God knows how long they'll be on there for. These protests, I knew about them in advance because yesterday people were saying they couldn't get to Tayrona in the hostel group chat for that reason. And I'm here, so you think it should be fine. The park is open, people were going to the park today. Just my hostel said that currently the accommodation within the park is closed because they can't get services in, so they can't have them open because of the blockage. Now I have contacted the WhatsApp number where I booked my hammock through in advance. You don't have to book in advance. Many people book on the day. In fact, in the past you had to book on the day. I booked in advance because I wanted to make sure I got my choice of accommodation and didn't have to stay like elsewhere. I really didn't want to stay in the hammocks on the rock, which are more expensive, don't have mosquito nets, don't have lockers. Apparently very hard to sleep in. I'd rather stay in the cheaper one that comes with a mosquito net and comes with lockers. So I've already booked it. So I contacted them. They're telling me the accommodation will open tomorrow. We will see, because I don't know what to believe, because I was told there was going to be no protests today. They were just planned for yesterday, and then there's still protests today. So I had to email my hostel again in the morning like, hey, can I get here? Is it possible? Do I need to extend in Minka? Which I love Minka and would have extended if I had more time. I would have extended to be safe, but end of my trip, can't really be extending. Otherwise, like if I extended in Minka, I probably would have ended up cutting Tayrona out completely and just going to Cartagena earlier. I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to go for a swim because the hostel pool looks insane. I'm going to show you a bit of the hostel where I'm staying. It's called the Valley Hostel. There's a giant bug over there. There's just so many, there's a lot of nature around. You are like in the jungle. I went to wash my hands earlier and there was a wasp on the tap, so I was like, I'm gonna use the other tap. And I was taking a shower, literally got into the room, was about to get unchanged, and I heard this noise and I looked out, and because it's like open, and I could just see all of these different birds, and I was literally bird watching from the shower, like all these birds I've never seen before. Done bird watching in Minka, done bird watching in Jalin. Of course, there's different birds in different areas of Colombia, so maybe those birds aren't in that area, or it could just be I just didn't get lucky in seeing them on those days, but I'm lucky to see them now, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna stop rambling on, show you what my hostel is like, go for a swim. This is my bed right here, the one that's really messy because I was literally just sorting out all my equipment so I could film. The locker is very small, it only just about fits in my small backpack, which is the one thing I don't like. I always thought it didn't fit. If I had a bigger small backpack, it wouldn't work. It'd fit. If I had more like camera gear on my laptop, it wouldn't fit. But this is what I mean, like literally in the jungle. Look at that view. And that's not the best view yet. There's meant to be a better view somewhere that I've not gone and seen yet. so I'm about to leave and start the hike attempt to get into Tayrona Park. I've heard very mixed information about getting in. Someone was told they couldn't get in because if they arrived right before 8 they'd get let in, and then they were allowed in 3 hours later. They just waited. Other people getting let in, and like I think the usual price to get in is like 100 mil pesos, but they're getting all charged like different prices based on whatever the locals want to charge them. Someone got charged 20 mil, someone else got charged 7 mil, someone got in for free. So we'll see what happens. I'm just waiting for breakfast and to collect my wrap that I pre-ordered, but my bag is actually full. I don't know where I'm going to put my wrap. This is a problem, like taking a day's stuff in a pack, that I also have my camera gear in. If you don't have your camera gear, you'll probably be alright. Like a change of trousers in case I want comfier trousers for the evening, got short pyjamas in case I want short pyjamas for the evening. Probably shouldn't have packed a backup bikini, but you know, sometimes you have to do these things. Yeah, so breakfast should start now, but I don't know. I've come to the restaurant, but maybe it's at the bar instead, so I'm going to check where it is. Because yeah, I want to have breakfast quickly so then I can get my wrap and go. I just saw this colourful frog. There was this like dark frog with like this green pattern on it. I was trying to photograph it on my camera, but it just would not focus on this frog. Maybe it camouflages too much with the tree. I don't know, I was getting so frustrated. It felt like 5 minutes trying to photograph this frog on my camera, and then I just gave up and used my phone. Right, I've made it to Cabo San Juan, where I'm staying for the night, the beach where I'm staying. Just need to find my hammocks. She said past the tents, number 3. Not that I'm sleeping here right now, but it's just nice to find it earlier in the day. And then apparently there's like a somewhere, but I don't know where. Apparently that's not number 3. It's whatever locker is not occupied. In that water there's caimans. See, there's people literally chilling on the beach there, and there's caimans there. Kind of scary. So badly wrapped. I'm meant to eat this without making a mess. Currently climbing up the rock, where I could have stayed in a hammock for more money. No mosquito net and no locker. Oh, but bring a padlock for your locker. I brought one, lost it for like half an hour. Was panicking, got sent everywhere. Tried to go to reception to rent one. Got sent to the shop near the restaurant. Bought one. Came back. Was in my locker. Even though I checked in my locker, I even moved the shoes out of the way. It was just in a little dark corner and I missed it. So I had to go back and kindly asked them if I could hand back the padlock and get my 10 mil pesos back, which luckily I did. Unnecessary stress. Just leaving now. Everyone's getting their life jackets on. So it's starting to get a bit quieter. I've also seen some people that have just come for the day that are leaving the park, like starting their walk back now. Some people maybe are still staying, but yeah, the beach is starting to get a lot quieter. Oh, tortuga! Hay dos. Sí, ¿eh? Qué lindo.
After the surprise of seeing baby turtles head out to sea, I watched the sunset from the Mirador. Remember, you can go up here and watch the sunset even if you're not staying in those hammocks, and then grabbed some dinner. Actually ended up sharing with another random backpacker so we could try 2 things, and yeah, got an early night.
I've just realised I never showed you guys the hammocks, so here they are. This is my one. And it's mosquito net. Not the best quality mosquito nets, but there are some with way bigger holes in. Mine's already got mini holes. I also have not had any problem with mosquitoes here. The only problem I'm having is sandflies in Colombia. Yeah, I bought some stronger bug spray here. Literally so strong that it says you can only put it on once every 8 hours. I literally feel it like stinging my arms. Yeah, they're all numbered. Come out into this little hut. There's some tents over there, so you can stay in tents, you don't have to stay in hammocks. There's also like little cabins, but I think they're pretty basic. And obviously there's the hammocks up on the rock, but I won't show you those now because I'm packing to leave. But those don't have mosquito nets and they don't have lockers. I have a locker and it matches up to the number of my hammock, which makes sense. It's not my locker. Which makes sense. Super easy. Just bring your own padlock.
The next morning I watched the sunrise on the beach, which was absolutely gorgeous, much prettier than the sunset the evening before in my opinion, and a lot less crowded. I then decided to head out early and skip breakfast on the hike back to the entrance because I thought if it's less crowded there'll be a better chance of spotting wildlife, and I think I was correct because I saw a lot of wildlife. We saw a woodpecker and there were some crabs, which unfortunately I wasn't able to film. Every time I would focus on them they'd go back into their hole, and then some monkeys, which was actually on the part which was the bus route from the hike start point, so it's an extra hour but worth it because that's where I saw the monkeys. I didn't see monkeys the previous day when I took the bus, and yeah, headed back to the hostel and just chilled and recovered by the pool. Also apologies for the poor quality monkey footage. Something weird happened to my camera towards the end of my Colombia trip, and I actually had to go get the control fixed when I returned to the UK. So basically I couldn't change the saturation. It was on some weird setting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I forgot to film an outro again, but I hope to see you in the next one. There's still one more Colombia vlog to come, so make sure you subscribe.